What if the perfect life you've always envied was hiding a deadly secret? In the seemingly quiet suburb of Lenworth, Kansas, Deanna Andrews appeared to have everything: 3 children, a loving husband, and a spotless reputation. But behind the white picket fence was a shocking truth. Deanna's hidden affair with a young neighbor, Cassidy Morris, spiraled into a toxic obsession that would end in a brutal and violent murder. The perfect wife, the perfect mother, or so it seemed. Deanna's idyllic world was about to crumble, and the dark secrets she kept could cost her everything. But what happens when desire, fear, and desperation clash? You won't believe how far one woman will go to protect her secrets, and the devastating consequences that follow. In this chilling true crime story, the town of Lenworth will never be the same. Stay tuned to uncover the twisted truth behind Deanna's final moments and the web of lies, manipulation, and betrayal that led to her tragic death. Could this happen in your own neighborhood? What would you do if your perfect life was just an illusion? Find out what happened in this mind-expanding investigation, one that will have you questioning everything. Deanna's perfect life. Deanna Andrews, at 32, was the epitome of a Midwest homemaker, a loving mother to 3 vibrant children, Carlin, Castle, and Kingsley, and wife to Ryan, a corporate lawyer. Her life appeared straight from a family sitcom. With a beautiful home, a close-knit family, and active involvement in community charity work, she was beloved in Lenworth. Yet this perfection was merely a facade. Her marriage to Ryan had grown cold, and the passion that once fueled their bond had long since extinguished. As her husband's corporate career kept him away from home, Deanna began to feel increasingly isolated and emotionally neglected. The loneliness weighed heavily on her, and she began to crave something, anything, that could break the monotony of her life. A dark turn. In 2018, Deanna found what she was looking for in 18-year-old Cassidy Morris, her rebellious neighbor. What began as a mentorship soon spiraled into an affair, one that would consume Deanna entirely. Cassidy, with her youthful energy and independence, became an obsession. The affair was secretive, driven by Deanna's growing possessiveness and Cassidy's own emotional turmoil. Though Cassidy initially sought guidance, she quickly became trapped in Deanna's increasingly controlling grip. Their relationship, once a source of excitement, soon grew toxic, with Deanna demanding more from Cassidy than she was willing to give. Cassidy began to withdraw from friends, avoiding the places she once enjoyed. Yet, no one could predict the deadly consequences of this spiraling relationship. A grisly discovery. On the morning of September 5, 2018, Ryan Andrews returned home from a long overnight shift at the office. Expecting his children to be up and Deanna to be preparing breakfast, he was met with an eerie silence. The home, usually bustling with life, was still. When he found Deanna's lifeless body lying on the floor, naked and surrounded by blood, the shock was overwhelming. The scene was chaotic. A struggle had clearly taken place. Overturned furniture, shards of broken glass, and a gunshot wound to Deanna's head told the grim story of a violent, desperate confrontation. Ryan, in a state of utter disbelief, immediately called 911. But despite his frantic attempts to revive her, Deanna was gone. A town in shock. As the police arrived at the scene, the quiet suburb of Lenworth quickly became the epicenter of a murder investigation. Officer Kupinski and Detective Alga Wandel were the first to arrive, securing the scene and beginning the painstaking process of collecting evidence. Ryan, still in shock, was questioned outside while forensic teams processed the crime scene. The murder weapon, a small handgun, was found near Deanna's body, but as the investigation unfolded, more questions arose. The investigators turned their attention to Cassidy Morris, Deanna's 18-year-old neighbor, whose relationship with Deanna was becoming a key focus of the case. The silent suspect, Cassidy, a popular and vibrant young woman in Lenworth, had been involved in a secretive and troubling affair with Deanna. The nature of their relationship grew increasingly erratic, with Deanna becoming more possessive and threatening to expose their illicit encounters if Cassidy ever tried to leave. Cassidy's behavior had become withdrawn, and she was visibly stressed during questioning by Detective Wandel. Though Cassidy initially denied involvement, the detectives couldn't ignore the tension in her relationship with Deanna, and her nervous demeanor only deepened their suspicions. Cassidy admitted to the affair, but insisted she had no role in Deanna's death. However, Her reluctance to speak further raised red flags for the detectives. The breakthrough. Just when the investigation seemed to hit a dead end, a breakthrough emerged. A technician at a local electronics shop discovered hidden video footage from the Andrews home security system. The chilling recordings revealed not just the affair, but Deanna's increasingly controlling behavior. The footage showed Deanna threatening to expose their relationship, adding a crucial layer to the motive. Cassidy, who had felt cornered and manipulated, was now a suspect in Deanna's death. The arrest, with the hidden footage confirming the toxic nature of Deanna and Cassidy's relationship. Cassidy was arrested on September 19, 2018. The arrest sent shockwaves through the Lenworth community, shattering the illusion of the perfect family. Cassidy, visibly relieved, did not resist arrest, but her mother, Destiny, was left in shock, unable to comprehend the reality of the situation. The trial. The trial that followed was a deeply emotional one. The prosecution painted Cassidy as a manipulative young woman driven to murder by Deanna's control, while the defense argued that Cassidy was a victim of emotional manipulation. The jury, after several days of testimony, convicted Cassidy of manslaughter, sentencing her to 10 years in prison with the possibility of parole. Deanna's family was devastated, grappling with the loss of a wife and mother under such horrific circumstances. Cassidy's family, on the other hand, was torn between guilt and support, with Destiny continuing to advocate for her daughter. The aftermath. In the wake of Deanna Andrews' tragic death, the once close-knit town of Lenworth was forever changed. The community, which had admired the Andrews family for years, was left grappling with the shocking revelation of a hidden affair, manipulation, and a brutal murder. As the truth unfolded, residents began to question the hidden struggles beneath their own polished exteriors. Deanna's perfect life, built on a foundation of secrets, left a lasting impact on those who thought they knew her. Cassidy, once seen as a promising young woman, became a symbol of the complexity of emotional abuse and desperation. The murder forced the town to confront the uncomfortable reality that sometimes the darkest truths are the ones most carefully hidden. Lenworth would never be the same again. Secrets beneath the surface. In the quiet, seemingly perfect town of Lenworth, Kansas, the tragic murder of Deanna Andrews exposed a chilling truth. Even the most picture-perfect lives can hide dark, twisted secrets. Behind the facade of a devoted housewife, mother, and beloved community member, Deanna was living a double life, a secret affair with her 18-year-old neighbor, Cassidy Morris. What began as a mentor-mentee relationship quickly spiraled into an obsession that would end in violence and death. The murder shocked everyone, leaving the community to question what might be hidden beneath their own seemingly perfect lives. Deanna's death serves as a stark reminder that things are not always what they seem, and that dark truths can lurk behind even the most beautiful exteriors. Now that you've uncovered the chilling truth behind Deanna Andrews' tragic death, don't miss our next gripping story. What happens when a jealous wife finds out about her husband's affair with his own stepdaughter? The consequences are unimaginable. Be the first to know by subscribing to our channel and hitting the bell so you never miss a twist in the world of true crime. Stay tuned and join us for another dark journey into the secrets that hide behind closed doors. Subscribe now. You won't want to miss what's coming next.